Can you become a millionaire with just 100 rupees? It might sound like a joke, but brother, this is not a joke. It's math and the magic of discipline. Saving just 100 rupees every month, meaning one less samosa or one less tea, can turn into millions over time. This is because in investing, it's not the money, but time and consistency that do the real work. Today, I am going to explain to you step by step how a common man can become extraordinary by starting with just 100 rupees in mutual funds. I will explain it to you part by part. Part 1. The mindset shift. First, set your mind to the fact that mutual funds are not a get-rich-quick scheme. They are a get-rich-sure scheme. You just need patience. People think, what difference will 100 rupees make? Well, brother, that exact mindset is what has kept the middle class poor until now. Big money always starts with a small habit. Part 2. The power of compounding. Now listen, this is where the real magic begins. Let's look at compounding. Suppose you do an SIP of 100 pesos every month. If we assume a decent 15% CAGR, compound annual growth rate, which equity mutual funds usually give over the long term, then after 30 years, that 100 pesos per month will grow to around 23.5 lakhs. If you had invested 1,000 pesos per month instead of 100, it would become 2.3 crores. And if you had invested 10,000 pesos per month, brother, you would make 23 crores. This is not a fantasy. This is pure math. The formula of compounding is simple. Money makes money, and that money makes even more money. Part 3. How to start. Let's talk practically about how to actually start. How can you invest 100 rupees and become a millionaire? Open any trusted mutual fund app like Grau, Zerodha, KFintech, or Paytm. There are many such apps. Complete your KYC using your Aadhaar and PAN cards. It's a 2-minute job. Then click on Start SIP and enter 100 rupees. That's it. Your job is done. Now let it auto-debit every month and forget about it as if that money is locked away. If the market crashes, buy more. If it rises, enjoy it. Because the core principle of SIP is discipline over time. Part 4. Where to invest. I have told you all these things, but the question is, which mutual fund should you choose? If you have a long-term goal, you can choose index funds like Nifty 50 or Sensex funds because they invest in the country's entire economy. If you are a bit aggressive and want higher returns, choose mid-cap and small-cap funds. They offer high returns in the long term, but also carry higher risk. If you are conservative and don't want to take much risk with your money, look for hybrid and ELSS, equity-linked savings scheme funds. These give you the benefit of tax saving along with decent returns, giving you a double benefit. Part 5. A bit of history. If someone had started 100 rupees per month SIP in a Nifty index fund back in 1995, it would have grown to over 1.5 crores today. Think about it. Even with just 100 rupees, it would cross 15 lakhs easily because spending time in the market is much more powerful than trying to time the market. You don't need to beat the market. You just need to stay in the market. Today, 100 rupees might not seem like a lot, but when that 100 rupees goes into compounding, it fights inflation and gives you real growth. Keeping 100 rupees in a bank account will give you around 3% interest, whereas mutual funds give 12% to 15%, meaning your money doubles roughly every 5 years. Part 7. Bonus. How to reach 1 crore faster. Let me break this down for you with numbers. Suppose you get a 15% CAGR and you invest 100 rupees every month. It will take you about 40 years to reach 1 crore. Now, if you increase that amount from 100 rupees to 500 rupees, the time drops to just 28 years. If you make it 1,000 rupees, you will become a millionaire in just 22 years. What is the moral here? The amount doesn't matter as much as consistency. Since your income increases every year, you should increase your SIP accordingly. And this is called a step-up SIP. If you increase your SIP amount by just 10% every year, just watch the magic unfold. Part 8. Common mistakes people make. Let me also tell you the biggest mistake people make. When the market goes down, people stop their SIPs. If they see low returns, they switch schemes and then complain, "Brother, mutual funds are not working out." Well, mutual funds are fine. The problem is your lack of patience. Compound does not work for people who take breaks in between. Part 9. How to think like an investor. Don't look at an SIP as an expense. Consider it a seed. Investing 100 rupees means planting a small seed. If you keep watering it every month, it'll eventually grow into a massive forest. Rich people put their money to work, while the middle class spends it. Now, think about who you want to be like. Part 10. An example, relatable story. Let me share a story you can relate to. There is a guy named Ravi in our circle who runs a tea stall. In 2010, he started saving 100 rupees daily and started a mutual fund SIP. After 15 years, his corpus crossed 9 lakhs. Today, he has increased that SIP to 1,000 rupees per month. He plans to fund his son's education entirely through mutual funds. He didn't invest a massive amount, but he invested for a long time. Conclusion. The next time someone tells you, "Brother, mutual funds are risky," just smile and say, "The real risk is in not investing." So start your SIP today, whether it's 100 rupees or 500 rupees, whatever you can afford, because it's not the amount, but the habit that makes you a millionaire. And remember, time is the biggest investor. You just need to give it a chance.